Number 35. Here we go. Week before July 4th. Thank you for all the early birthday wishes. That's me.
Oh, yours is on the 4th, right?
It is on the 4th of July, yeah. I'm Mike. This is, who are you? Richard. Welcome to Carteret. We're in a very...
weird place today.
We're in a weird place today, and it's maybe because I just had a wonderful breakfast thanks to Bob Evans.
Yeah,
those little breakfast, I was going to say Doritos, those breakfast... Burritos.
Yeah.
They come 4 to a pack.
You're a little too excited about that place.
Well, normally, sometimes I leave here and I go to the McDonald's and I get the number 7.
Yeah.
With a mild salsa.
Mm-hmm.
That's the 2.
I always get the big breakfast with the pancakes. Actually, I get 2.
What is it about breakfast? I love breakfast.
I love breakfast.
You know what? Even if it's just coffee, I could sit in my chair after I wake up, do all that, shower and whatnot. I don't even shower. I don't shower. I brush my teeth. I come out, let the dog out for business. Do you?
What's that? Shower when I get
Shower on Saturday and Sunday?
Not right off, no.
I don't either, no.
But if I'm going out, yes.
Well, yeah.
What
does that mean? Grocery store?
Anywhere,
No,
yeah.
No.
I'm of that. My mom raised me like that. I can't help it.
When you see me out there at the grocery store on Saturday or Sunday, I'm seasoned. I probably have the same I'm a t-shirt guy too. I'm 58 years old. I'm not loafers and a vintage shirt and khakis. Now I am. I call them gym shorts. Do they still call them shorts? And the same old t-shirt.
Same old thing.
I got it.
I'm sure everybody's got their comfy outfit that they wear when they get home.
Yeah,
mine are these shorts I bought by accident that are 3XL. They're actually so big.
Now.
Yeah, actually,
right.
Actually, they're so big they kind of fall off if I start walking around too much. But for sitting around, they're fantastic.
That's it. But no, I'm just that's how I am. And then I'm not big on sandals, but I'd rather go barefoot than sandals.
Well, I wear more flip flops now because of the Asian thing. We don't wear shoes in the house. Yeah. My girlfriend, so. I wear a lot more flip flops.
That's a Caucasian thing too in my house because my wife says keep your shoes in the garage. That's a nurse thing, I think. She's not having a field day with this, but she's very concerned because she has an older mother. But I think the people who are like germ phobes all their life, and she was a nurse and scrubbed up, multiple times, dozens of times each shift, and came home smelling like a hospital.
Right.
Now it's like I walk in the house and. I could have just washed my hands at the chamber office 2 miles away.
You need to get a decontamination shower in the garage. Sprays you down with hot water every day.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe that's the house of the future. Why not?
Hey, I have a theory on the schools. I don't think in 10 years we're going to have these full-blown brick and mortar schools anymore. I think each little neighborhood will have their own little area of house, shell building, whatever, that 50 kids go to that live in that neighborhood. You don't need as many teachers because you're doing it all. You can have one set of teachers for the entire county or wherever you live.
I think, you know what,
I don't think you need it.
While I believe the Chinese virus has opened up our eyes to viruses, we've had these. We had them in 08.
Yeah.
But who's to say, and there's several now vaccines in stage 3 development. Ironically, the leading group of possible vaccines coming out in the fall of 2020 is coming from the country of China. Wasn't that fitting? They started it. They might as well cure it. But I think once you have that out there, then are we still going to be going through this?
No. I'm not saying
this virus paranoia.
I'm not saying this is because of the virus. I think it's because it's a better way to do things.
Well, okay,
I think it's because of the virus that we see some of this. But I just think it's a better way to do it.
And
look, we're spending $200 million on a school now. Whatever school it is.
It's about $40 million.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's
$35 to $40 million.
For what kind of school?
What you see in Onslow County, that's about what the tag is there.
Really?
It went up a little bit more because they're reinforcing the walls like in the gymnasium and the auditorium to withstand a Cat 4 hurricane, which they didn't up to this point. Now they're expensive, but they're a $35 to $40 million proposition.
You don't even need that though.
Again, so if you don't have overcrowding, you can say, you know what, the kids did pretty well.
Look, like I said, every little neighborhood, little region has a little building that if the people don't have the access to do it at home, they can go to. And you don't need a real teacher there. All you need is a babysitter type. Your real teacher, one English teacher can cover the entire county now.
Yeah.
So I
see what you're saying. So like
it's just a better way, it's more efficient way of doing it.
Police stations had substations,
right?
Precincts,
right? It's much like that.
You'd have a precinct school,
right?
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, do you need that great big brick and mortar school that is the biggest? It's the biggest It's the biggest capital thing, the capital improvement in any county that's not major. You know what I mean?
Well, I think what's surprising, I think this is accurate to say. I think if you look at a county budget, county budget,
the school system's
bigger. Is bigger.
Yeah,
and it gets less. I think less scrutiny than your county budgets because it's all the departments. And all of a sudden, well, for instance, I'm going to say the wrong numbers, but it is. Trust me, it's by a good percentage. Percentages, school budgets are a lot more than county.
Absolutely,
budgets.
Especially in anything that's not a major city, county, whatever. Let's call it rural to some degree.
Like here, like where we live.
Pitt County, all the ones in eastern North Carolina.
Yeah.
I don't know about New Hanover. I haven't been down there, but all the ones in eastern North Carolina are the same. The school and the school system are the major expenditures.
Sure, it is. Yeah, it's
Period.
expensive.
Yeah,
it's expensive.
So I mean, you don't have some of the stuff that big cities have. So could you do that cheaper doing it the other way? I believe you could.
Yeah, you look at big city schools and the ones we went to, our schools. My high school was fourth floor, 4 stories.
Right. I just believe we could do it better because think about it.
No, maybe
we're really doing school. Yeah, they changed the way you sound out a word or the way you add and subtract, but it's essentially the same setup as we had when we did it. We haven't really improved anything. Not really.
The technology's made some changes to the way they.
But not as far as technology could have made them. You see what I mean?
Well, and again, this is probably an eye-opening experience. I hope that they do come out with the virus, one, but that we're not in this pandemic panic in the years to come. We learn from it, and now, like you said, for instance, like schools. I'll tell you who else is really seeing a change in how their businesses are operated. Are grocery stores. Mm-hmm. There's going to be more and more. I mean, I see more and more people that work at grocery stores doing the shopping for the customers because they've called it in or sent it in. And I mean, there's bags. There's a lot.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to see less foot traffic in stores. Because
and I have to say,
and maybe you know what? Maybe it increases the employment in stores where you just want to be a shopper. I talked to a woman over the weekend, and she's about our age. She said, if I ever have a chance, I'd love to work at a grocery store and be a shopper. I'd love doing that. Seriously.
Well, I actually have done that with Walmart, and honestly, it was great. You just show up whenever your time was set, and they come right out and give you your stuff.
Yeah, I still like to go there. I mean, I don't like going there as much now, having to put all.
Well, that's because you're a talker like my girlfriend.
That was a mask on. Yeah.
See, I'm one of these that when I go in to shop for something, I'm literally boom to that and out.
No, I know where everything is. I mean, because I get the same stuff every week. I know where everything is. So when I have to get something out of the ordinary is when I fall down. But I went in on Saturday to Food Line in Swansboro, and I had on ball cap, big sunglasses, and the mask. I looked like a Unabomber going in there, and I was out. But I'd see people like, oh, like that.
By the way, speaking of pet peeves, I went into a different Walmart over the weekend, and it was set up different, and I was upset.
Food Line does that too. I think they flop the floor.
Yeah, so I was so mad.
You walk in, you expect. You see produce, and then you expect like
everything to be there.
The ketchup and the sauce, and all of a sudden the beer's over there, and
like this particular one, the cat and dog food was on the other side of the building.
Yeah.
Not near the food. I was like, oh my, what? And so here we are.
Yeah, here we are. Is that where you get your pet food at the grocery store, or you have it called in?
It depends. Sometimes we have it delivered.
We do PetSmart.
Yeah.
No, not PetSmart. Chewy's.
Yeah. I used to get it through Amazon because remember I used to get it to the office, but now typically I get it from Walmart.
My wife on Saturday morning, we stimulated the economy to the tune of like $500 some in like a period of 10 minutes online. Never were dressed for the outdoors. My mother-in-law's dishwasher went out.
Yeah.
So she bought a new one online at Lowe's after seeing it. And then she went and bought it. And then Chewy's got a hit, and the refrigerator. I don't know what model it is. We got the filters. So we got a set of filters.
We did the same.
Yeah, it's like she came out. She's there. It's all done. It's like never left the home.
We got some flea meds, some other medicine for one of the cats, the old one, and something else. Some masks online like that.
It's remarkable too. She said, "Watch Bank of America call us because of suspicious activity." It was a dishwasher, filters for the refrigerator. No, because it's all coming. I mean, it's coming from our home, our credit card. Unless someone clubbed us over the head and took advantage. I guess they could, but anyway, no. So I mean, we had that one time when we were moving down here. This is in 2000. we came down from DC. We still had everything. Our addresses were changing, but we did the thing. We went to bought the appliances on our credit card. No sooner did they hit send that Bank of America called us for suspicious activity in some place called Emerald Isle.
I had that same thing happen on a trip once. It was a little irritating because I understand and appreciate some of it, but at some point, when I said we're good, how many more times we got to do this?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm with you too. It's like you make that purchase and like, are you sure you made this? I made the purchase. It was $23.61. Okay,
now it actually just checks on the phone.
I'm amazed. Yeah, but isn't it? I mean, think of all of the transactions that are happening right now. Right now, just right this instant.
A bunch.
Yeah, and they know to flag mine, and they're flagging all of them. Yeah. But they have the ability to contact you right away. That to me is amazing.
Yeah. And now they're doing it by text.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I just don't like it when they think it's suspicious and they put your card on hold.
Yes.
Well, hell, I only have one card.
That's what I mean. That's what happened to me.
And then you got to go the pain in the ass.
Then you get embarrassed at the line because they didn't take it at the next place because they didn't put a hold on it.
Right.
Yeah.
But the problem is too, if you have your card saved with a merchant for monthly hits, our Verizon bills paid on that. The Wall Street Journal's paid on that. There's a couple other. Now you got to go in and change that, and that happened to me with the damn Time Warner cable bill. We got a credit card in between, a new one, and it never went through in the payment. Yeah. And then I was looked at in the eyes of Spectrum as a deadbeat. It's like, I've been with you for 20 years, paying you $235 a month.
Well, that happened to us in a much less important but inconvenient way. Is one of our Netflix, Amazon TV things was on my girlfriend's. Well, she had to change the card,
right?
But she wasn't home.
Yeah.
So I go to watch it, and I can't even watch it because she forgot to change that particular thing.
Yeah, you got to change it too if you get.
You got to change everything
when you get new cards with the expiration date.
Everything.
It's not going to go through. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, it becomes a whole thing at some point.
Yeah. See,
we sat down because we have Hulu, Netflix, Amazon, and there's another one we have, and we had to go in and change them all.
Yeah.
I was like, man.
I know, you got to remember all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then plus they all have passwords.
Well, yeah, and she much to her credit, unlike me where I'm too dumb to remember more than one password, she has different ones for everything. Problem is she can't remember them.
Does she write it down in the book?
No.
Oh, that's dangerous.
So now we're doing this dance. I think it might be that whole thing is.
I've got a daytimer book, and I write all of it. It takes up a page of passwords. And they're
See,
all
but
different.
you shouldn't be doing that, though.
I do it.
I mean, that's because you shouldn't be writing the passwords down because that's somebody can
steal
steal.
my dog.
Well, I'm just saying what
People
they tell
break
you.
into my house. Well, I know.
We remember where we used to work. They made us change like every month.
Oh, it's
like
a pain. It's like
it was
7 days to go, 6 days to go. You wait till the end, then you get shut out, and you go, hey Chris, can you come out here and
like it's Fort Knox or something. Like we got somewhere still.
You know what I hate about passwords is you go in there and it's dot. It's like, why didn't you let me see it? There are some where you can hide, unhide. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm like.
And now we got to the point where you have to use a capital. You have to use a character. I'm like, come on, man, just let me do my thing so I don't have to worry about this.
I make it real easy. I 1, 2, 3, 4 question mark. That's my password. What was the guy from the Clinton campaign, Hillary Clinton, Podesta? Mm-hmm. You know what the password to his
password.
That's right, password.
Yeah, that's like number one.
P?
Yeah, that's like number one for passwords and
birth dates,
birthdays,
addresses.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. None of mine are like that though.
What else is a good password?
I do have a personal touch. If you really know me, the 5 people that actually know me, they might could get my password if they really try.
Jordan, 723.
No.
MJ23.
But that would be
MJ23.
That's a good guess.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it's something like that.
I like that people.
But because I can't remember it, I honestly can't remember. I got a handful at work, a handful for your finances, and then you got personal stuff, which is what I use that stuff for.
I like the people that date themselves by the type of email they used to have, but it's no longer like Mike at hotmail1961.com. Like, geez, I wonder if that's Mike who was born in 1961.
I've been using
Mike 1961 at Hotmail.
I've been using my Gmail account for work and stuff, and it's actually from my first cat. So it's and I'm like, maybe I should change that.
Alta Vista 1961 at.
Hey, my mom has AOL.
And yeah, funny. AOL and Hotmail. They said that you can tell basically the age of that person roughly.
Mm-hmm. I have a Hotmail
in a
account.
range. I have a Hotmail account.
But I use my Gmail. I haven't used my Hotmail account in a while. I need to just delete it.
See, there was a transition when I went from the newspaper over to the chamber that I couldn't remember the passwords to save my life, and they didn't have me set up at the chamber yet. So, and I don't mean to do this, but I got like all these Facebook pages out there because I couldn't remember the password, so I just make another one. Mike and Gmail. Mike McHugh 28584 at gmail.com. And then I had Mike McHugh Swansboro Chamber at gmail.com.
You're one of those.
And then I put Facebook, so they're like, oh, you're doing fake page. No, I just forgot them. I don't know. And I've got one on this cell phone here has a Facebook page, but it's got the Facebook and server or password from freedomenc.com.
Wow.
Which I can't even recover
you can't
anymore.
Access
and
that.
change it. So it's stuck there. So and then people want to be my friend. People want to be my friend on this one, and then on that one, and that one, and I'll say sure, and they're like, they think someone's hacked into mine. It's like, no, I just have like 10 or 12 Facebook pages.
You're that guy.
Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm stupid. I'm a retard.
Now, don't get me wrong. I have a MySpace page out there
out
somewhere. I guess.
MySpace?
Yeah, that's the first one, so I have a page out there somewhere.
Wow. I thought they got sucked into somebody.
Probably.
We went to a crime scene back in like 2011, 2012, somewhere in Onslow County. It was when Sheriff Ed Brown was still the sheriff, and it was up near Maysville. Mm-hmm. And it was it was a crime scene. It was a murder, and it was a deceit. The victim was a woman, and the boyfriend would be the charged with murder. And we asked the sheriff. We said, did they know one another? You start wide and you bring it in. And he said they knew one another. How did they know each other? They had an electronic relationship, he said. What does that mean, Sheriff? He said they met on one of these websites. What was the website? It was Facebook, he said. He didn't know. Ed wasn't too adept at that.
Oh.
So he was taking MySpace and Facebook, which was just coming out.
Yeah.
Shows you, MySpace was the bomb. It was everything.
Let's see, I've been on Facebook since 2007, 2006.
Yeah, it's old.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, its median age is old. Facebook would be dead soon.
And this month, coming up in July, all major advertisers have pulled advertising off. Coca-Cola is the latest one to announce they're pulling off. So we'll see how deep their pockets are and how much cash they can burn through. But it's a license to make money. Think about it.
They do have an excessive amount of range right now. There's no doubt.
If they did drop, if they just disappeared, those who started it and worked there had a good run at it. So
it's gotten, let's just say, older. Facebook, it's much older than it used to be.
It's everybody. It's a platform for everybody just to bitch about stuff.
Well, it's because it's older.
Yeah.
I mean, the people that are on it now are our age. It wasn't that long ago. This was for kids.
Yeah. No, I was reading a thread on some site, and it's an older woman. Admittedly, she was 64 years of age, and she was arguing with this woman who was about 25, 27, and it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Names, addresses, back and forth, back and forth. I was like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Drop it. Both of you, drop it. Just unplug, and
I'll be honest, I use a lot of TikTok now, even though I don't actually do anything but watch pet videos and stuff.
He sends me all the horse and dog videos.
Yeah, I love it. I think they're great. People are genius.
It's amazing. I mean, it's like
there's some genius people out there.
Yeah. It's
to use it for good. Not putting out anything that's negative. The people that just put out these great pet videos or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's fantastic.
There's some. I mean, you think you have a talented cat or dog or horse or whatever.
And then they put music to it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's fantastic.
And you know what? The attention span it's
a minute,
if that.
But I think it's negatively affecting my attention span and my girlfriend's attention span because we watch a show now, and if it don't catch us right off the bat, we're out.
Well, you're the TikTok generation.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I'm probably more Twitter than anything else.
Yeah, it's just amazing. It is amazing. I mean, just seeing a dog trick or a cat trick or a horse trick. It's fun. I don't know if I could sit there for hours and watch it, but I'm sure people do.
I've
It's a lot of wasted time.
I've felt it wasted a lot of time on it. Not that much, but
well, I think it's one of those things too, where you got the television on or whatever,
yes.
Or you're waiting for something, and it just because it goes off like you're
getting
a message. It beeps.
If there's anything with commercials or something that I'm not highly in tune to, I'm playing with my phone. And sports where there's timeouts or delays or whatever, I got my phone, and that's sad. The only time I don't is when I'm watching something that requires my attention, like a subtitle. I watch a lot of foreign stuff, so you can't do that then. You have to pay attention. But it's a completely different mindset. Like I literally would say, no, I can't watch that because I'm not going to be that focused.
That's too much work.
Yeah, I'm not going to be that focused.
Too much work.
Yeah.
It's like watching C-SPAN or something like that.
Well, yeah, but because it's good for you though to do that every now and then, because you'd be surprised at how little attention you're actually paying to anything. Yeah. But anyway, should we let the people go?
Let's let us go. Yeah, that burrito's starting to talk. Starting to kick back a little bit here. I don't know if I threw 2 down, what that would feel like. Double barrel.
Watch out for the Bob Evans burrito.
Yeah, they're good.
You guys have a nice day.
No?